Hello and welcome to the streamer who constantly tries to make it so that his throat isn't clogged power hour. And today I attempt to finish up that which I said I was going to yesterday, and which maybe it might have been a better idea to try and do yesterday, but probably, well, maybe yes, but maybe not, because of how, how much time it would have taken to get through all that, and also the potential of, the possibility, which has mostly remained just a possibility, of me having some free time to invest into that between yesterday and right now, but well, we'll see exactly how that pans out. Guess I'm going to start the game right now as I end my little display of the music from the other game that I'll probably be getting to tonight. Because here's the thing, first let me see, this does have background. So basically the stuff that I said I wanted to do was fill in a couple of things, namely complete all the villager quests, which I still kinda wanna do, but the problem with that is that in order to do that, I basically need to grind some stuff, and I grinded the Mandragora root, which is what I needed for part of the mission that was active here previously. But now I also need to grind merman meat, which is another pretty rare item. I also need Alexandrite, I need like one extra gold ore. Rock killer fish, which is also really rare. And cashmere thread, which is not that rare, but it would still take a while to grind, which didn't manage to scrounge up from my free time, since time management is a real life Castlevania bird, and what do you call it? And basically I ended up spending most of today like working on a translation thing that I have pending, and a couple of other things, so I will probably be completing this one though, because the two things that I do want to get done right now, which do not include the villager quests after all, like this thing, the large cavern, not the large cavern is the other one, this one's a trading hall. And the large cavern, but as I said before, I can manage to, Jesus Christ, help myself. Ouch. Oh, that's a good start. Oh, that's also a good start. I think I'm just gonna start over now. Trading hall is basically an obstacle course where you face not only hazards, but also enemies that don't really appear anywhere else, except the large cavern, I don't think. And the large cavern is pretty much just the enemies. It's rooms full of enemies that you fight, and you can't actually advance until you kill all of them, I don't think. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't have anything like the Nest of Evil in Portrait of Ruin, which does potentially let you flee early, or flee a room if you, not flee early, flee a room if you spend a certain amount of time in it without killing the stuff inside. But since there aren't any doors here, I think the main concern that you're gonna have is to... oh shit. And to not die and to make it to the end. Hang on. Jeez, I love how easy this weather too has made it for me to speak. let me see, I do have my armor machina thing right here, so let me see if I can... There we go. Oh, kind of, there we go, not really, there we go. Yeah, you have Globus equipped because I do a thing. First area that you can access in the game, which is a monastery, you can... There's a room full of falling blocks that if you destroy them to where the view behind is cleared, you can get a glyph called Cubus, which I don't think is particularly useful, so I don't think I'll be showing that off. But if you spend enough time in that room to where you destroy all the blocks, which at first glance it kind of looks like they might spawn forever, but they don't. If you destroy all of them, you get a bonus ring called the Justice Ring, I think, and I'm not quite sure what that does, but I can find out because I have it right now. Enemies killed, increase attack power, okay. Also got something called the Fortune Ring. There's a room in the what do you call it? The Mystery Manor, where you get the Vol Umbra glyph. I will show that as part of the game. You know, the main stuff I did in the game. Where you basically have to navigate a darkness full of terrible spikes and whatnot. But if you have the Arma Machina glyph from Dracula's Castle, which I used, you know, here, right here. Oh boy, I have to time this whole thing out. Or not, there we go. If you have the Arma Machina glyph, you can destroy the spikes in that room, and if you destroy all of them, because you can't do them without the glyph, you get an extra chest with the fortune ring inside. Which raises your luck, but that's pretty much all the stuff I did. I also did like also farmed the Mandrake root, which was the only quest item I did manage to grind off screen. Oh boy, now I have to... Oh shit. I have to realize that this is another one of those things that I haven't done in forever, so I don't remember all the stuff. You know what, I have all my fucking super potions from the rest of the game that I didn't use during the Dracula fight, because I eventually managed to do it without having to use those, so I'll probably save those for the large cavern, though I'm probably gonna need them more there. Okay, let's see if I can time this. There we go. Well, there we go, but we're not at the end of the room yet, so might be too early to chant victory. There we go. For real this time, okay. Probably change Globus to the Tesco since it's kind of not really that great of a thing to have here, so... I think, you know, some of the enemies in this area are the double hammer gears. I don't know if they're in this room, but they were in a previous room that looked kind of like this. You know what, this kind of reminds me of too, the sort of challenge room, so to speak, of the Metroid, especially like the Metroid Game Boy Advance games, which had all these extra rooms with puzzles you could try to complete if you wanted to grind bonus upgrades like the energy tanks and such. This place very slightly reminds me of those types of rooms. Isn't gonna get desynced. Apparently it might, because I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be able to not get hit by that. Also, to be perfectly honest, I don't remember how far you need to go here to... Oh shit. To get to the end of it. But I hope not very far. I still have 2 potions from the soul cells. Well, I made it to the platform, but... Oh shit. Okay. But then I realized that that was not going to be enough. Right, let's try that one more time. Let me change my setup before I go in there. And let me see. Choose a Tesco out. Is it flowers? That's probably good enough. Okay. I don't know, maybe I should use the other, like, quest, or not quest items, but, what do you call it, the unique food items, since pretty sure there's one that I'm gonna have to keep if I want to actually, you know, show off all completed quests at some point. There's one called a tasty meat that I think you can only find in, like, the... I don't know, it might be a drop item, it would make some sense, but... Find one of those guaranteed in one of the vaults in Dracula's castle, you know, all meat. I need that for the final quest for Aeon the chef. You need to show him the food. Let me try something real quick with these guys. Oh, never mind. Thought maybe it would be a good idea to maybe try and fight these double hammer guys, but probably not so much, to be quite frank. Quite honest, probably not a great idea. Under these circumstances, alright. Oh boy, I need to stay up there so that I'm not assaulted by those guys. Actually, to be perfectly honest, I don't want to spend like too much time on this couple of bonus stages, so I might resort to a little extra tactic that I know about, called, you know, time manipulation powers. I might just resort to that so I can get to them without spending, like, all that much time going through. That is a distinct possibility, alright. There we go. You know what I should probably equip? I should probably equip some of the, oh yeah, I'm wearing some useless, well not useless, but like, useless for this, not defense, the opposite of defense, luck boosting gear, because I was actually trying to burn stuff before. But since I'm not doing that anymore, let me see if I can boost my defense now so that I don't die. Alright. What about, I do have some, there we go. Ring, which increases the power of the flame attribute. Oh god damage, never mind. I thought both of the ruby accessories would help you, like, defend against flames, but I guess not. Let's see if any of these things are, as a matter of fact, let's see, magic defense, I guess. Good for defense. Priestess ring. 1215. Death ring, yeah. I'm gonna go with this setup, and so that I don't lose it, let me go ahead and do this again. You know, it's called being cautious. It's called why do I have to fight a blue smelter demon if I would kill a red one? I don't know what I'm talking about. But let's see. At the rate I'm going, I might not actually even have to, you know, exploit my terrible time manipulation cheats. Might actually not be necessary, but might also be jinxing that by saying that. So who knows? And again, I have to mention that the background of this area reminds me a lot of the ceremonial room from Circle of the Moon. I don't know if that's what they were going for with the aesthetics, but kinda seems that way. Okay, to make that time. That's Casey. At least we have this wonderful remix of Riddle to keep us company. Well, I'm probably supposed to do this, I just realized that I can't run through without getting hit. Okay, here we go. Got to try to be cautious and not bump into the microphone with the side of my headphones like I just did. Instead, let's holy shit, I'm doing really well this time. I have a feeling I'm gonna regret saying that, not that I have, but let's see, let's use Rapidus Fear to get through here faster. And check out that pro strat where I... Oh shit. I switch between glyph sleeve slots in a heartbeat. Oh shit, I did not realize that was something you had to dock under. You could do this, which is what you're actually supposed to do, but here we go. So if you make it to the end, which I suppose I just did, you get a bunch of chests. High potion, diamond, and there's some good stuff here as you might imagine, but you need to actually make it out. You're not completely out of the woods yet, as you can see. And an extra glyph. I do not remember this, but let's see what we got. Redeem a glyph to magnetize blades for additional effect. Oh yeah, you can like throw magnetic blades and hang onto them with magnets, I think, to like fling yourself. I don't think I've ever used that though, to be quite honest. I got hit once, but I did get the one rare chest, I guess. It has a super potion inside, alright, well. So there's the chest in these two bonus areas, the hole and the large cavern, which, yeah, started freaking spamming save scums for the large... The training hall I always call the large cavern by accident. And spamming fucking save states for the training hall and didn't actually end up needing to use them, that's great. But there we go, now let's go to the really spooky challenge, which is a large cavern. See how terribly badly this is gonna go. Oh boy, very badly is the answer to that question. It's a great way to start you off, I gotta tell you. Fucking army of my personal most hated enemy in this game. So I'm pretty sure there's an enemy here. It might be this guy. Pretty sure it is this guy, Demon Lord, who only shows up in this area and he uses the Globus Glyph to attack, which he couldn't do because he was off the screen that time, but what that basically means is if you use the Globus Glyph, or if you miss the Globus Glyph during the Barbell fight, which is the only other place where you can get it, but at least it also means that it's not a missable thing. So there's that. Also they hit really hard, like pretty much everything else in here if they do hit you, but I'll go ahead and use my super potions pretty liberally, I think, since I had like however many of those. And you also get chests in here with stuff like onyx, and I think one of the things you can get from the common chests is gold ore, which would allow me to complete the blacksmith's quest at least. Oh boy. And now there is no escape from these fuckers. Well, as you can see, they hit stupidly hard. Let's see if I can use some of the high potions I got from the cavern chest as well. Oh boy. And they immediately lose it here. I do not like fighting these guys, or the fact that these guys exist. That also bothers me a lot, see? So, a new plan. Since I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need to spam shit more in the large cavern. And the trading hall, I think I'm going to, you know, go back to that practice and kinda try to do it between floors. That's probably a good idea. Actually, let me try something. Let me try, equipping Volaricus again, because I'm pretty sure it's not forbidden in here. There you go, don't have to get completely wrecked by these fuckers. Actually, you can use gloves, I think, or something else, like... What about, I don't know, something with Wolfogure, I don't know. Yes, apparently these guys are weak to electricity. Oh wait, what? There we go. For some reason I thought I had crit on both slots, but apparently I hadn't. Jesus Christ. Then I just do what I was trying not to do, which is to aggro the cave trolls. Right. this might already have sealed my fate as to how this will turn out. This is such an Itesco, I don't think I'm going to be able to survive this now, but I didn't think so. So if I could just start off with Itesco and just take the... I could start off with the Glyph unit, I guess. Nothing's stopping me from doing that. That's probably a good idea, actually. Start off with the Itesco Glyph Union and then switch over to whatever else. Still did not save me as much as I thought, or I had hoped it would, but it worked out kind of well. Let's try this one more time. Shit. Sure even love it when they fly so that you can't actually avoid them in this extremely confined space. That's the most legitimate fighting strategy I've ever seen. Well, I'm pretty much dead now. So I'm technically doing quite a bit worse than before. Yep. Well, apparently if they hit you with the kick they do several hundreds of damage, so they don't really kid around with the, you know, endgame difficulty in this, or just the difficulty in this in general. If you're not like, you don't get to a point like me where you're overpowered and you don't have to worry about, for fuck's sake, about silly things like game balance. Yeah, I don't know how well this is gonna work out. I really don't know. It worked so well the first time, and now you get, well, you see what's happening now. Also well up until the, you know, after this room. Worked so well up to a point, pretty much. Oh, one more hit and I'm dead, yep. Now I'm very, you know, I would be, this is where I would say if I knew of a way to cheese this. With the, you know, the kind of the state I'm in right now. If I realized something like that, I would be very tempted to use that and then proceed to use it very unapologetically. Unfortunately, that is not the case, so I'm stuck not being able to cheat like a motherfucker, so... Good stuff. Okay, let's try this one more time. Let me try hitting him with the actual sickle this time, but doesn't really work better, I don't think. Only a tiny little bit, but then that happens, and all that. Anything positive is completely invalidated. Oddly enough, it seems like they can leave you alone if you just like stand in one place. They don't fly into you or anything. Which is very surprising. Well, that guy tried to do that, but I guess he wasn't lined up properly. Oh, never mind. See, I would really prefer not to fucking use any potions before I get to the end of that first thing. If I do eventually manage to get to the end of that first thing, then I would like to just start cheating, because fuck it. You don't think you're supposed to, like, even try to attempt... No, for fuck's sake. Nah, forget it, just go. Don't know if you're supposed to even try to attempt or be able to complete this dungeon at the level I'm at right now, which is not even level 40, as you see. Considering how stupidly high the max level is, I think you can understand why. Fuck's sake. My complete lack of, I don't know, success. You can understand my consternation for... Am I even supposed to do this, but I do want to show it off, so... It bothers me if I'm not able to do this. It's going to bother me if I'm not able to do this. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can beat this guy as well. They're getting horribly destroyed. How much health do we have? 1,333, that's wonderful. Okay, there we go. Also, I think I might have heard the door start opening before I even, like, kill that guy. Kind of lends credence to my theory of maybe this is just like the... Oh, I got gold ore. Now I really don't want to die, so excuse me as I do this. Let's try something. I have Velaticus equipped, I do not have Velaticus equipped, but I'm almost completely certain that... You know, if I can actually avoid this fucker... Of which at the very least there's only one of him in the room, so that's my kind of consolation. If I can avoid this fucker for long enough, I'll roll the door open on its own, because I would like that. Let me try something, let me try being cheap with this setup. Let me try talking with Globus while I am in the air, that should work. Yeah, this works. And I'm pretty sure it's about the same level of damage that I would be doing with Nutesco, for example, so... What reason have I not to embrace this? Oh shit, well... Okay, I was kind of surprised that he hadn't done anything like that before, or up until that point, so... Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't kill him. I calculate a complete barrier, so it's impossible to get past him, but I killed him with his 2,000 health. Well, I'm going to use a super potion, maybe that's actually a good idea. Well, here's the other, this guy's actually called the Weapon Master, as you can see. Well, we can see what his shtick is, I guess. That's what I should say. He is a horrible whore. I don't know how else to describe my perception of him. And then he jumps backwards. Okay. I think I've located a viable way of not getting hit by him, though. Hang on, just gotta... Oh shit, never mind. Forgot he did that. Oh, and that too, you know. Kinda remind I don't have any viable way of doing that now. I think you have to hurt him to a certain point before he does that, though. This might be a good sign. Oh boy. Yes. You know, the funny thing is, the final room of this place is probably like the least terrible one. Oh god. Oh, hey, the door opened. I kinda wanna kill this guy, though. And have my satisfaction of doing that, I guess. For fuck's sake. Oh, there we go. And he drops gold ore. He has 3,000 health, which is 1,000 more than the double hammer guy had. That's great. Okay. Gold ore. So yeah. Oh, I made it past. I expended some stuff, but I made it past. I actually don't remember how many floors this has, but... As you can see, it does not get any better, oh boy. You know what? Fuck it, let me... I know I had a game plan for this, it's just... Just do this, stay out of reach. And maybe, just maybe, I'll eventually come out on top, but I don't know. It's one of these things that I definitely cannot foresee, or not foresee, but say for certain, I guess. Cannot affirm, cannot assert with any sort of real confidence. Oh boy. I'm really fucking surprised I have not gotten hit by any of those kicks so far. I think this works out. This works out fairly well, to be quite honest. Forgot about this strategy. So hey Redbird. Have come to me. Oh yeah, now there's two of these guys. Just in time to witness this horror live on stream. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, whatever. Actually, getting hit at all is a not good thing, which kind of goes without saying, but it's even worse than you might imagine. It's basically what you know the reason I say it like that. Oh my god. I'll just go to my high potions and see how well that helps, how much that helps. Okay, well, both of them have effectively abandoned their old strategy and are now spamming that one, but I think I actually found a better strategy that I should have used for the previous one of these guys. Just to stay back and spam Globus. There we go. That works. And we got here more gold ore. Jesus, now I'm kind of wishing that I would be getting some other stuff, like, I don't know, maybe another high potion. I only have regular potions, which I guess I will drink now, and super potions. I think we got like one more floor of this crap. Oh. Actually, I think Globus is one of the best things you can have for this place, come to think of it. It's coming back to me now. I'm pretty sure that's not all that's in this room. We also got this fuckers. One of these fuckers. I don't know if there's more than one. There might be, there might not be. I don't know where we cornered, so excuse me as if I come over here. Yeah, see, you're trying to do the same attack spam that I do, but sorry, you are denied. Only I can be the holder of terrible projectiles. I actually, honestly, do not remember how overpowered Globus was for this stage. I am very thankful to have rediscovered it, though. See, it's gonna turn out that I'm not gonna have to reload my save states until after because I already discovered the thing that I needed to discover to basically cheese this place, or as much as it can be cheesed within the limits of what this game allows. Okay, leveled up on the hammer guy. Leveled up all over him, and I only have super potions left. Hang on. Let me eat some meat, I guess. Oh boy. I think yep, he's now throwing knives, so now all I do is just stand here and throw Globus. There we go. So I think at this point the only thing that's left is the final boss of this place, which is probably the go ahead and cheat again. Or set up a cheat, which I probably will not actually using. Yeah, there we go. It's probably the easiest opponent, so who could it be? It's a Yangshi. He's turned vampire. think that thing he does with the orb is the most menacing thing he does. He also tries to summon little minions, but those don't really do anything. Too dangerous, that is. And part of one of the village requests that we got is to... oh shit. Is to kill this guy, so... oh, okay. I did not realize those hurt that much, but I guess that makes sense. Okay, never mind. So I'm gonna cheat once so that I can turn back time and come all the way back here. I'll be trying globes against him. I am very... or distant escrow, that's right. I have a memory of this not really being a problem, like the orbs. If I use the Fidelis Rapidus Feel, whatever it's called. So let me swap out Armor Machina for that in this sleeve. Oh, fuck it. I almost walked right into that because I did not see that being over there, so... I trapped myself there, okay. Second cheat. Rapidus Feel. Okay, there we go. I can absorb this thing, and I can keep absorbing it if I just keep jumping around him like this. So he will never get to summon any minions, basically. He'll try to keep spamming me with his ball, so that's rude. Rough. And he will succeed too, which is even ruder. Okay. Can't like raise my health any further than that by expending a unique healing item or what do you call it? Or using a super potion. I don't want to do either of those things. Oh, I knocked him down. I forgot I could do that. Oh, okay. So touching him is not deadly, but touching the orb certainly is, and more so when he spawns those really quickly without you being able to see when he does that. Okay, let me do this and then do this again so that I don't have to keep doing that. Okay, that's the first time in possibly ever that he jumped 3 times before he started spamming shit, so... He also has like the little Yangshi kids that are like actually shorter than him. That's what he summons. Also something I almost forgot to mention, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen that because I'm just spamming the, the reload button now. But I'm pretty sure that when you get a game over in this area, you don't get the Dracula gear that you get if you game over in the pretty much anywhere else after you unlock Dracula's castle, but rather you get the old game over screen with the yellow creature. Not this yellow creature, excuse me. That was a terrible joke. Kind of a dragon thing. Okay, come find me over here, come on. That's the way. Okay. Little Yakshi kids pretty much die instantly, it looks like, if you knock them down. So there's that. Oh, for fuck's sake. I have, like I said, I haven't played this game, like, with any sort of regularity, casually, in a really long time, but I'm really getting the memories of, not liking the orbs, that thing. I don't know what it is, like, it's supposed to be a creature from the game. I wouldn't be able to tell you which one that is. Well, at least, the Dracula that shows up in the artwork for the game over screen actually looks like, how Dracula looks in-game in this game. Can I get that? See, you can miss this not really, because you can actually keep fighting this guy over and over if you want. You can keep redoing the dungeon, and he will be at the end of it every time. He can never truly die. You know, spoilers. Oh, well, that was insidious. That was strategy. How much health does he have? Let me see. See if I can ascertain this too. Jiangxi has... He actually appeared previously in the Kid Dracula games. And in this game he has... 6,500 health. Okay, that's not as much health as Dracula, but that's more health than some of the endgame bosses. I think Dracula has... What do you call this? I think Dracula only has... you know, quote-unquote only has... 9,999 health. Yeah, he does. So this should in theory not be as hard as a Dracula fight. But I don't know, I mean... You know what? This just occurred to me, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, but since I'm pretty much at the point where, you know, killing me, or one hit will kill me, might as well equip the death ring. Let's go. I have nothing to lose after all. This might be just what I needed. Right, I'll wait for him to come over here, come on. And then his children. Bring your undead children to work day in Dracula's castle. Well, they're actually supposed to be his children, but probably not. Of course, that doesn't explain why they're so tiny compared to him. Oh boy. Oh no, okay. Almost went badly. Holy shit, I was not expecting to make that. There we go. As you can see, I am a pro at this game, that's why I never died. It's, you know, case in point. And I never do stuff like this. Okay. Or that. Come on now, come over here and do your sorcerer's ways, like that. Whether I can get this, I have to do that at least once every time. Because we can't not have the glyphs. What kind of crazy talk would that be? Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's go again. So let me... hang on. Let me make a calculation now. 6 times 81. Let me see if I can remember to... you know, not mute and then forget to unmute myself. 6 times 81 is 486. 6 is 13 times. That's not a lot. So in theory, if I manage to hit him consistently with a full blast of the stuff like this, I should be able to kill him in 13 or 14 hits, but I don't know, I guess that's apparently too much for me. It's probably supposed to be like a little joke in the, you know, description for the Fidelis Mortis glyph that this guy uses, like, it says, summon a lively assortment of the dead. Get it, because the dead are lively. And we are Monty Python level translators, or Ted Woolsey level translators, I guess. Monty Python aren't translators, they're actual people who maybe get translated, but I've never seen that happen. Oh, there we go. That took long enough. And so here's what happens. When you beat this guy, he gets a seal over his face, which makes him stop moving, but you can break it again. And wake him up again, and beat him again. Because you're such a pro player, you just have to do it over and over again. I think you get the experience every time, so that doesn't hurt. But then that happens. Okay, let's not do that again, though. It's a nice thing to be able to do, but that's pretty much the final boss of the large cavern, so let's see what we got at the end of it. We got the Minerva mask. I was kind of hoping we could get Alexandrite so that we could, you know... we could, complete one other quest, but that's okay. Like, I don't know, maybe I'll, like, make some time at some point to grind the other items that you need to complete these quests. And show off what happens when you complete all of them, but I don't think I'm gonna do that right now because it will take like a long while of grinding. But hey, I got your gold ore. Armor needs flexibility, you know, it breaks if it doesn't have that. You can't just take every hit you get a dodge sometimes. Take a lot of risks out there, don't you? Appreciate the concern, but I know of no other way. I'll just have to make sure you can survive the hits. You know the drill, check Jacob's shop later on. Here's your finder's fee.
Good steel. Right.
And there you go. If you have to go out there and push yourself, fine, but if you lose my armor, it loses too, so don't die. Don't care if you have to crawl back, just don't die, my reputation's at stake. Well, trust my armor, I'll trust your strength in that. There you go. We don't have what this guy wants, though.
I can cook up anything for you.
I want you to note his name, though, Aeon. It's kind of a weird name for a chef, but that will become relevant in, you know, just a little bit here. And who else? Oh yeah, Irina. We completed her quest because we killed the Jiangshi. Even though it's not really dead. It's more like sleeping.
Hey there.
You know, I don't always ask this much of people, especially not where vampires are concerned, but somebody had to do it. And now we're all happy it's done. Please, you must take your reward. Winged boots.
Hey there.
I was gonna say I think I found those already, like, somewhere else, but I think that might have been in Portrait of Ruin. It's never easy for a woman to raise 2 children alone, but when they smile, all the hardship just disappears. Well, so there you go. That's why we had to kill 20 snow me's over and over again. I think that's pretty much it. Like, we completed arenas and the other guy, Eugen's quests. But we need to grind stuff to complete Avram, Laura, Aeon, and Monica's quests, so I think temporarily at least that'll pretty much be it for Order of Ecclesia, since that's pretty much all I wanted to do. I wanted to beat all those areas and get all the villager quests complete and finish the game, obviously, but I think pretty much all that happens is that you get the equivalent to the Chaos Ring from Nikolai if you complete all the quests. And like for each of the individual quests that are missing, it's like Monica gives you a new dress and Cook gives you more stuff to eat and then sells it at the store, and I think if you give the merman meat to this guy, he can like sell super potions at the store maybe, because he's already selling high potions. That's from the 3rd of the 4 quests. And the other thing, which is what? I think that might be it, hang on. There were 4 though, weren't there? That's this guy, oh yeah, her, the Alexandrite. If you give it to her, she gives you like a crown, or puts a crown up for sale at the store. That's like a good equipment thing. And speaking of that, let me see how good a semi-Minerva mask that I got from the thing. Was blessed by a war goddess. Okay. Guess I'll be wearing that. Probably take off the death ring, in case I want to like rerun the... You know, if I wanted to farm the Alexandrite, which I might have said you can only get from rare chests in the The training hall and the large cavern. I'd probably not want to die in one hit, but yeah. So that'll be the end of my little run-through of Castlevania Order of Ecclesia for the marathon. Which means that it is now time to move on to the next game. Which will be very very unique experience, I think you'll agree, once you see what it is. I'm going to go ahead and, I was kind of waiting for this moment to make the manual announcements that I sometimes do for this, because this is going to be the main focus of the rest of the screen, I get the feeling. The stream. Said screen. Hello. So let me change the thing. Let me restart the stream real quick so that it gets like divided into parts so that I can divide this a little bit more easily for like experts and shit.